Welcome to Uncle Charles's Dilemma, Part 3. Did you find anything wrong with Uncle Charles's calculation? 4 sides of the fence, 25 posts by 4 sides equals 100 posts required. Isn't that right? George wasn't convinced that Uncle Charles's calculation of 100 posts was correct, and he wanted to double check, so he looked at the pattern and the table of values. He could see the relationship between the term and the number of posts being used. At first the pattern was add 3, but he identified a rule that could allow him to calculate a larger term without having to continuously add the numbers. He identified that if he multiplied the term by 3 and then added 1, he could calculate the number of posts per section. He tested the rule with all the terms to ensure that each answer came to the number in the last row of the table of values. For 3 sections of fencing it is 3 times the term plus 1. So 3 times 3 plus 1. That equals 10 posts. For 4 sections of fencing it is 3 times the term plus 1. So 3 times 4 plus 1. That equals 13 posts. Yes, they were correct. So the rule is 3 times the term plus 1, or 3 times the term plus 1 equals the number of posts. Let's continue the pattern using the 3 times term plus 1 rule, said George. We know that 3 sections of fencing is 3 times 3 plus 1, 10 posts, and that 4 sections of fencing is 3 times 4 plus 1, 13 posts. So 10 sections of fencing must be 3 times 10 plus 1, 31 posts. 20 sections of fencing is 3 times 20 plus 1, 61 posts. Now, how many sections are needed for the entire fence? Let's see. There are 8 sections making up each side, so 8 times the 4 sides equals 32. There will be 32 sections for the entire fence. Now, calculate the number of posts needed for 32 sections using the rule. 3 times 32 plus 1 equals 97. We need 97 posts, said George. He realised that Charles's first answer of 100 was incorrect because Charles had doubled up on the corner post. Did you work out Charles's error? To summarise, Charles's paddock has 4 sides, each 20 metres in length. Each side of the fence has 8 sections with 25 by 2.5 metre long pieces of wood. The entire fence will use 8 sections, so there will be 32 sections altogether. Applying the rule 3 times term plus 1, it equals 3 times 32 plus 1, which equals 96 plus 1 equals 97. Uncle Charles needs 97 posts to build his fence. Whoops! We forgot the opening. How do we get in and out of the paddock? After all the planning they've done, Charles and George don't want to change the design. I know, says Charles. Let's change the way one section of fence connects and use a hinge. This won't change the number of posts we require.